California website that has the list of all the genres we will be doing up and through July. So the idea with this event is that we will have different genres that we can hear throughout this series. So tonight is Folktales, and we have 7 storytellers from different places. We have a very interesting guest speaker who we'll be introducing as our second teller. And we are now going to start with David Schmidt, and he represents the storytellers of San Diego. He's an author, he is a writer, he's a multilingualist, and he's also a home brewer, which is to my heart. I love good homebrew beer. He's written books in English and in Spanish, and he works in Mexico as well as the United States. And he has written books in English and Spanish, including Holy Ghosts, True Tales from a Haunted Christian College. That is about a college there in San Diego. I'm sure it's a very interesting story. But that's not what he's going to tell tonight. So please welcome David Schmidt.
Очі чорні, очі страстні, очі скучні и прекрасные. Как люблю я вас, как боюсь я вас, значит, видел вас, и я не в добрый час. Как боюсь я вас, how I fear you, how I fear those dark eyes. That was how grandmother Olga, Babushka Olga, she always started the story. She was the oldest woman in town, and she would always start the story of Baba Yaga by singing that song to all the children. They'd all gather around her hut, and they were all well fed. They'd all come over after dinner, and they'd sit there with their bellies full, and they'd listen to Babushka Olga's story. And she would always tell them, you know, children, this town, it wasn't always the town that you know today. This wasn't always a town where children went to bed with their bellies full like you do. No, back when I was your age, we went through a lot of hunger. We suffered a lot. And it wasn't even because we didn't have food in this town, no. Our larders were full, our pantries were full. We had plenty of food, but we didn't eat it. We didn't touch it. And all because we feared Baba Yaga. My earliest memory from when I was a little girl back then, those days of hunger, my earliest memory is from the night that my cousin I was having dinner in my house with my mother and my siblings, and we were all sitting, we were having our typical dinner of 3 carrots and a little crust of bread. We were all sitting around eating dinner, and the wind was blowing outside. And I told my mother, Mama, есть хочется. I'm hungry still. She said, no, 3 carrots is enough for you. You can't attract Baba Yaga. See, I knew that in every household in our village, it was the same, even though every enough to survive because we feared Baba Yaga. And that night with the wind blowing outside, my mother, she explained to me again why we couldn't eat, because it would attract Baba Yaga. She said, Baba Yaga, she's a dark goddess of the forest. She's the goddess of hunger, of desire, of everything that drives the predator, the wolf, the bear.
You're breaking up, David. David, try and get us back online there.
She symbolizes all of that. And the only that we don't have desires. That's the only to keep Baba Yaga from her down. And we sat there, but then we heard heard like after food.
Mm. Okay, boy, it looks like we have lost our connection with David. So David, we're going to put you on at the end, and hopefully we can get you back in there. It was such a good story to start with. I was really excited to hear it. Uh, so